Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. How y'all doing? Hello, hello. Alrighty, we are going to get started in just a minute. I'm gonna make sure I don't look like a hobo, too much like a hobo. And I'm just gonna adjust these corners, because these corners are always, very annoying. I wish OBS had a preview thingy. There we go. That's better. I don't have chat. Where's chat? No, chat's gone. Ah, chat's back. Hello, chat. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Buildspace. Welcome to the kickoff for Intro to Solana. How many new chatters do we have over here? Put 1 in the chat if you're new to Buildspace. Put 2 in the chat if you've been here before. Let me get some numbers in the chat. These are the only types of numbers I get. That's my choice. Ooh, we've got lots of, OGs, as they like to be called. Julius Seizure, very nice to see you again. I absolutely love your handle. We've got a few ones. Hello, everyone. Hello, first-time chatters. How are y'all doing? It's very nice to virtually meet you. Alrighty. What time is it where y'all are at? I am in Auckland, New Zealand. It's 6:33 a.m. for me. How about y'all? Whereabouts are you? What time is it? What have you had? What did you have for dinner, breakfast, lunch? Let me know. I'm hungry, so I want to read all about food right now, which is why I'm asking you these questions. Midnight, 8:33 p.m. 2:30 in Atlanta. Nice, nice. Asparagus. Oh, I guess this. Oh man, I want some asparagus right now. Fat bowl of ramen. I could use a fat bowl of ramen right now. Alrighty, let's get this kicked off. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm gonna make it make sense. Alright, go. Hello. I got this fancy stream deck that I finally got time to set up. So I can do, let's see, this. Did that work? It did. Whoa, that's cool. I can just press these buttons. And let me show you all, but I've got Alec on my stream deck, so he's staring right at me right now. Hi, Alec. Farhad is on there too. Hi, Farhad. Y'all can say hi to Farhad. They're on my stream deck. They're not actually humans. They're just pictures. They're stuck. They're trapped in my Steam Deck forever. I'll send a picture in the chat. It's hilarious. Cool. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Buildspace. If you're new here, my name is Raza. I make content sometimes. Sometimes I don't make content. Sometimes I get sick. I've been sick for the past week. It's not been a lot of fun. I went over to Dubai to meet the lads, Farza and Farhaj. It was an absolutely amazing time, but I also got sick towards the end, and I've been sick. So that happened. Other than that, if you're new to Buildspace, welcome. Head over to buildspace.so to check us out. I've got a shortcut right here. We're going to be kicking off the Intro to Solana Pay project. Not really an intro, it's more of just build an app with Solana Pay. What you're looking at right here is the actual app that I built. The actual app that I built is actually over here. If I do Solana Pay Rust, Solana, oops, where's Rust? There you go. I'll put this in the chat. Man, I have no idea if this is gonna get bombarded, but if it does, I please do forgive me. This has not been tested. My database is just a JSON file. I forget my passwords on stream every time. This happens every single time I'm on stream. I just forget my passwords. Yes, I remembered. Ta-da! This is my app. This is what we're going to be making today. Before we get into that, let's take a shortcut and go to buildspace.so. Once you're here at buildspace.so, sign up for all the projects. We've got nights and weekends. If you're a nighter and a weekender, please do apply. We're really looking for builders to come in here and just show us what's what. This is an absolutely awesome project. I can't even call it a project. It's a program. Can I call it a program? I don't know, Alec. What do I call it? We're launching this thing. It's really cool, and you should definitely join. Yeah, that's really all I'm gonna say about it. Definitely do check this out as well. We're amping up, and this is going to be our focus for the next coming weeks. Today, however, we're not doing that. Today, however, we are doing Solana Pay. So how many of you know what Solana Pay is? Put a 1 in the chat if you know what Solana Pay is, and put a 2 in the chat if you don't know what Solana Pay is. 1 if you know, 2 if you don't. Do you know? We've got a 2 in the chat. He doesn't know. We've got another 2 in the chat. They don't know. We've got a 1 in the chat. Zentoshi, please educate us. What is Solana Pay? Go ahead. Tell me. Educate me. You're the streamer now. I'm waiting. We're just gonna wait. Not jokes. I'm not gonna do that. Cool. All right. Is the Terra course still relevant? Absolutely, the Terra course is still relevant. So Terra isn't getting forked. Terra, as it was, still exists. Terra is going to get a reboot. There's going to be a Terra 2. Terra was so awesome. They're like, wow, let's make a Terra 2. That's exactly what's happening. It's actually a positive, not a net negative. So, yep, that's happening. It's absolutely still relevant. Plus, the Terra project is actually really good for Rust. So if you actually go over here, I actually walk you through a bunch of Rust here, and it's really good. Rust is awesome. I absolutely love Rust. I've fallen in love with Rust, and on some nights I feel like maybe I should just abandon all of this and move to a remote village with an internet connection that just goes to the Rust docks and nothing else. That'd be maybe, maybe someday I'll go rogue and I'll actually do that. I'll just become a Rust scholar deep in the mountains of New Zealand. Absolutely also still applicable to Cosmos SD skates. Cool. Okay, Solana Pay. It is all about getting paid. Solana is a blockchain. Solana Pay is a thingy built on top of the Solana blockchain. What is this thingy, you ask? So what Solana Pay lets you do is it lets you essentially really easily work with transactions on the Solana blockchain to look at essentially, hey, what's the reference of this? Like look at things inside those transactions, and to be able to do that very quickly allows you to essentially track them. There's also an IRL component to this. I will be adding that to our project shortly. It's not up live yet, but hopefully in the coming week I'm gonna get it live. Essentially what it lets you do is it lets you take payments for pretty much anything. You know how you've got PayPal and Stripe and all those other payment platforms? It does a lot of what they do, but just way cheaper. So the thing with PayPal and I don't know what else, Stripe, is they take a 2.9% fee, and they're not, the fastest in the world. Solana Pay takes 0.00001 Sol, which is like less than, 1 cent, or less than 1/10 of a cent, and it's really fast. How fast? Well, I'm gonna click this buy now button, and what's going to happen is I will be asked to pay. I'm then gonna go approve. You can see how absolutely phenomenally low this network fee is. Can I zoom in? I can. Wow, look at that. That's very low. I'm gonna click approve, and right now, a transaction on the actual Solana blockchain is going, wow, look at that. I didn't even finish my sentence and it's gone off. I have purchased the Pepes, and I'm now going to click download, and look at that. I have downloaded Pepes. I'm not going to open my downloads folder because I don't know what's in there. I don't remember. It's been too long. I don't want to remember. But yes, I've just effectively downloaded these Pepes. Now I'm just uploading Pepes and keks and emojis, right? You can upload anything you want. You can upload files like ebooks. You can upload, PDFs. You can upload stream packs. Anything you can imagine, as long as you can upload it into a digital format, you can put it on your store. And with the IRL component that's coming in, you will eventually also be able to do this IRL, as in sell things in person. So someone walks up, you you click a thing on your computer, you open a QR code, and they scan the QR code and they send the money to your account. Easy as that. So that's essentially a whole bunch of gibberish about what Solana Pay is about. Who's got questions? Because obviously that was very clear and very concise, and I definitely didn't go off track. Yep, Phantom. Hello, no questions? Cool, okay. Yeah, so we're gonna be using USDC, or which is the US dollar coin. It's deployed by a company called Circle. It's essentially a stable coin for payments. You don't have to use USDC. You can use other SPL tokens. So anything that's a token on Solana can be used with what you're going to learn. Literally, all you do is you swap out one address, and that's it. You can use that token for receiving or sending payments, or rather, in our specific case, for receiving payments. It's really cool. You can also just use Sol if you're like a Sol maxi and you're like, oh yeah, I want to use Sol for payments because I'm a Sol maxi and Sol's not going anywhere. Then you can use Sol. You also can use Bitcoin. So Bitcoin wrapped on the Solana blockchain can also be used for payments. It's really cool. It all works the same. You know, your transactions go through. We track those transactions the same way. All you got to do is change how much you're charging, because you don't want to be charging 0.5 Bitcoin for a pack of emojis. Maybe if they're really good emojis, but probably not. Yeah, and that's it. That's how it works. All right, cool. Before we jump into the actual coding bit, because we are going to be coding, you're going to watch me look at how the transactions work. I want to walk you through our Discord. So this is the link to our Discord server. If you're not in there, please get in there. Let's see, who do I have up on Discord? I've got, I don't know who I've got. There you go. We've got Discord. Head over to Discord, join the Solana Pay permanent channels. So once you have linked to your account, I probably should have brought that up earlier. So once you've Buildspace.so. So on Buildspace.so, once you have signed up for the project, the first thing that you'll be asked to do is connect your Discord. Make sure you've connected your Discord and also connect your ETH wallet. You might be wondering, why do I have to connect my ETH wallet? That's because we're going to be giving you an NFT. It's a pretty sick NFT. Shout out to our boy Adi. I like it. It's portally, getting very multiversey. It's very fancy. Things pop out, things go down. You get this NFT for free, by the way. Yeah, so definitely connect your ETH wallet. If you have connected your ETH wallet, you're gonna get an airdrop once you finish. Please do actually finish the project. Don't just go jump section by section, because we will catch you, and we will probably do something not nice to you. We'll say mean words, and we'll, you know, cancel all your submissions. I'm kidding, we won't say mean words. But yes, connect your Discord account so you can land over here. And if you're over here, yep, if you're on Steam, just put a GIF in the chat. So head over to your GIFs and put something in chat. I'm gonna put in a cat GIF because, man, I love cat GIFs. Look at that cat, he's being pet. I'd pet you, chat. I'd pet you if I could. Let's see, can I pet chat? I'm petting you, chat. How does it feel? Alright, cool, that's enough petting. We're not gonna make this weird. Hello, everyone. Yep, join our chat. We've got our TAs over here. If you need help, just ping them. First, do your research, right? Just do a bit of Googling in our Discord. Usually, most of the things you want to get answered can be found via Discord search. So, first and foremost, head over to Discord search and see if you can find your solution. If you can't, then, yeah, just ask our TAs. We're happy to help. I am a TA, technically. So, yeah, we'll be happy to help you out there. All right, let's get this party started. Will this VOD be available afterwards? Absolutely. More questions. When Soulbound? I've forgotten how that's pronounced. Soulbound tokens. I can't answer that for you. What's going on? No more questions? Cool. Do all transactions go on the blockchain? Yeah, for our project, all transactions will be going on the blockchain. Because, you know, that's what we're doing here. Can a merchant set the asset they're receiving? Yes, it's up to you exactly which asset you want to receive. So it's, as long as it's an SPL token, which is Solana Program Library Token, you can use it. All the popular Solana tokens can be used. Stepen's a pretty new one, I think. Stepen, is it Stepen? I think it's Stepen. So Stepen's a new token that was launched on Solana recently. It's pretty cool. It pays you to walk. I'm not a shill. I've never used it. Maybe it's not cool. I don't know. It just looks cool. But yes, you could use anything you want. So you could walk, earn tokens, and then use those tokens to buy something on your Solana Pay store. That can be done. It's a possibility. We're in the future now. Cool. Okay, what's next? More questions? No? No. I guess they pay with Bitcoin, but the merchant receives USDC. That is technically possible because of decentralized exchanges on Solana. So what you can do is you can have it set up so they can paint whatever they want, or they can paint, you know, a number of different assets such as Bitcoin or Ethereum. And then what you do is on your app, as you receive those assets, you do a transaction, or you know, you perform a transaction via a DEX to have that converted to USDC. That is technically possible. Just a few extra steps there you're gonna need to have to take. Cool. Does Buildspace have dark mode? Is it a hidden dark mode? I don't know. Alec, thank you. Alec just saved me. I messed up while uploading our freaking thingies. I messed up. He saved me. Thank you, Alec, for saving me. All right, I'm just gonna get our repo prepped. Cool. All right, terminate this. You guys want to watch me expose my private key? Is that what you want? Do you want me to share my screen? I'm not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it. You shall not see me. All right, cool. So all we're gonna do in the coding section, actually, before I head into the coding section, I'm probably just gonna walk you through the actual project, you know, with the things we're gonna be doing in the project, because that's always helpful. You know, it gives you a bit of context. And the best way to do that is just to look at the actual notes. There we go. And I'm gonna go down here. So first thing I'll get you to do is just get yourself set up, right? Get yourself situated. That's the grab the client code. So you'll head over to head over to GitHub, and you'll, you know, clone our repo. So just head over to the Solana Pay Starter repo, click fork over here, and yeah, just head over and set this up. Once you've got this set up, all you really have, all this is just a plain React app. There's no Web3 stuff here, except for the dependencies. So in the dependencies, I've got a few items such as Solana Pay, the wallet adapter, all that stuff. But the actual app itself, there's nothing in there. It's just a plain React app. And I'm gonna show you that plain React app right now. Ooh, sorry. Spoiler. I'm gonna do git clone. I'm gonna launch a new code window, maximize it, terminal, pull it up, make your stream, cd stream. Oops, that's not what I want. And git clone. So, oops. While this is, excuse me, while that's cloning, I'll just walk you through the rest. So we'll get you set up, and then we'll use some of the things that we're importing, that is the wallet adapter libraries, to just set up a wallet connection button. This is really cool because they let you connect to a bunch of different wallets, and you have to do nothing about it. Like with MetaMask, you have to, and you know, with ETH wallets, you have to look at very specific wallet docs, and that's always really annoying. But with Solana, you can just use the wallet adapter, and they've got one for Vue too, I think. So this one is for React. They've got a template for Next, one for React Plain, and I think there's also got one for Vue and Svelte. They're really cool, and all you gotta do is just initiate instantiate the wallet provider, and this lets you connect to all of these different wallets. It's really cool. It's really convenient. In just a few lines of code, you can connect to any Solana wallet there is. If I go back there, if I scroll down, I can show you exactly which lines of code. So if you look at this right here, this is all you need. So just the use wallet hook is all you need to connect to a wallet. It's pretty cool. Or rather, see if you're connected to a wallet. Dark mode, by the way, if you've got Dark Reader, you can do this. How cool is that? Should we keep dark mode on? Put dark mode in the chat if you want me to keep dark mode on, or just say nah if you want me to turn it off. So dark mode or just nah, let me know. I'll look at questions while I wait for answers. Won't we be using Rust? No, you do not need to use Rust for Solana Pay. The beauty of Solana Pay is it's just a bunch of JS packages, and it just works with transactions via Node RPC endpoints. So to answer your question, no, we will not be using Rust. You could use Rust. You could launch a Solana program to store items and stuff, but that gets a bit excessive because you can do that on in JavaScript anyway. There's no reason you need to put your entire store on the blockchain. Because you can use the blockchain for what it's good at and just not use it for what you don't want to use it, or what it's not designed for. I don't think blockchains are necessarily designed, or I don't know, this is a subjective opinion, right? This is my opinion. So I don't know if you want to put your products on the blockchain. What you can do instead is just use JavaScript, because what's wrong with JavaScript, or just what's wrong with the standard database. Our assets, those are decentralized. So our assets are actually on IPFS. So if someone buys something and I don't know, the store closes, right? Or I don't know, the owner stops maintaining the store, they're still gonna have access to their assets because they're an IPFS. So it's decentralized and it's permanent where it matters, and it's performant and it's centralized where it doesn't matter. Because who cares where, the assets are stored, or rather the record, not the assets, sorry. Who cares where the record of what the products are stored? There's arguments to be made, but up to you. Cool. Dark side. Okay, cool. Dark side it is. We're gonna stay dark mode. Sorry, Alec. Cool. What's next? We've got another question, which is a good one. Could you please discuss a use case of Solana Pay in the process of minting an NFT using Phantom? So this is a tough one. You can't really use Solana Pay to mint NFTs. What you can do is you can have them use Solana Pay to submit a transaction, or just send a transaction, use Solana Pay to track that transaction, and then once it goes through with the reference, you can mint an NFT for them. So it's a few steps there, and you're just better off doing it directly. I don't see why you need to have why you'd want to use Solana Pay to send the transaction. You could just do it, or rather use Solana Pay to track the transaction. You could just have them purchase directly via their wallet as is. Because Metaflex is a JavaScript. We've got a Metaflex project, by the way, if you want to launch an NFT collection on Solana. There we go. Solana NFT right here. So this one also doesn't require any Rust. I'll put that in the chat for those of you who are interested. Can you make your content from IPFS private? So that's the thing. IPFS is a public network. The hiding that you have, that's basically just from not exposing your content hashes. If you expose your content hash to someone, it's a public network. They can have it. One way you can protect your files is to encrypt them. So you encrypt your files and then you put them on IPFS. That's something you can do. That way you're sort of private, but not really private. I guess they're protected, but not private. Cool. Back to Solana Pay. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna set up the client. We're gonna add a connect wallet button, and then we're gonna be fetching items from IPFS. We're gonna be using Pinata. Pinata is super cool. It's really convenient to use. You just head over there and upload via their via their GUI, not CLI, and it's pretty easy. I'm gonna lower my music just a wee bit. Oh, what did I do? I did. Okay, go. Sweet. So once that's done, we're gonna start with the payments. So first, I'm gonna start you off with just getting paid within Sol tokens, because that's easier. It's not really that much easier, just a few lines of code, but it helps distinguish what the difference is between getting paid in Sol and getting paid with a an SPL token. Cool. Next, we're gonna actually turn our transactions to payments. So what does this mean? Turn your transactions to payments. Essentially, once our transactions are sent, we're not tracking them previously. We started up by just taking transactions just taking payments and not just doing anything about them. We're then going to start tracking our transactions, as in looking at what happens with the order ID, as in, hey, was this actually confirmed? Did this get canceled for some reason? I don't know what happened. So we actually start tracking our transactions and turning them into payments. And that also means we're going to be adding them into our order book. So we're actually going to have an order book in our app that records all the previous orders. So I go over to my Solana Pay app, my store. I gotta where is this gone? Oh, there it is. You can see this one says download, and that's because I've already purchased this before. This one, I've already purchased it. I don't need to pay for it again. So it's just there. Cool. Next, we're gonna, once we're saving to our order book, we're gonna read from our order book. And then finally, we're gonna let you add items via your app. So I think I've got this one on localhost, or yes, I'm sorry. I've done the cardinal sin. I'm still on localhost. This is for the stream, okay? Don't tell Farza. I remember the password. And we've got this. This is a super easy. I absolutely just love the experience on this. So all you're gonna do to add an item is just upload files from here. Shout out to our boy. Should I say his name? I'm not gonna say his real name. Shout out to our boy Shib from Hatchfi, who are hiring, by the way, for helping me, or just basically it's giving me this component. This is his component. Shout out to you. Yeah, so all you gotta do is you're gonna put it in your product name. Let's actually upload something right now. So I'll let chat tell me what to upload. What is a product I should add to my store? Ooh, wait, I can actually do it over here. Solana Pay Rust. Let's do it on prod. Why not? There we go. Because only I can do this on prod, right? So you can see this one too. So what should I add on my store? Give me a product idea. This is actually a business marketing meeting. The whole stream is a sham to get you to give me ideas on what products I should make. A localhost GIF? That's funny. I don't know what a localhost GIF would be. I could just do a cookie. That's kind of boring. I could do a cookie. I could do... What should I do? What should I do? Pizza? I can't put pizza on IPFS. A PDF file. All right, it's gonna be a boring PDF file. Let me take my screen out because I don't want to expose all of my secret PDF files. I don't have any funny PDF files, dude. Like this wax edition, but GIFs. I think I'll just go with a GIF, bro. Like a really high. Ooh, I've got the perfect idea. I don't know if I can't do it because I don't own this one. I had a great idea, but I don't own it, so I can't put it up there. All right, I've got the perfect idea. I am gonna put this. I'll let you buy this one. I'm gonna put this on my store. So the actual process of putting it on the store is pretty easy. I'm just gonna give it a product name. Solana Splash. I'm gonna give it a price. I'm gonna 0.5. An image. I need to upload it. I'm not actually gonna upload it because that'd be kind of whack. Haha. You must pay for this image. All right, and the process of uploading is pretty straightforward. All you do is click. I have stuff in my folder, so I'm just gonna click this without showing you, and then if I do all files, Solana. Cool, there we go. So I've uploaded it. Actually, if you actually look at the console when this is happening, it'll actually give you the file. So this is the file. It's called metadata.png. That's when it was last modified. And I'm gonna need to give it an image URL. So I'm just gonna do Solana logo. There we go. Can I hot link to this one? That works. Copy image address. Is that a thing? It's a thing. So if I do this, and if I do create product, unable to add product. Oh no. I must look at the docs. This is unacceptable. Nahi. It's over. It's over. I can't add files to my own store. My own store has rejected me. I'm gonna try again. Solana Pay Splash, a price of 0.5. You must pay. And ooh, I thought I selected the file. I did. Product added. Wow, look at that. Works on localhost. If I refresh this, I should see my product. There you go. Easy as that. How cool is that? And yeah, this is, you can add products. It's very cool. Cool. Let's finish this off. We are short on time, so I'm just gonna jump in to the actual code. I'm gonna do cd Solana Pay Starter. I'm gonna do npm I. Let this install. While this is installing, I'm gonna set up a few files. Oops. Cd desktop, cd GitHub, cd stream. Oops, I keep doing this. Alright, gotta wait for this to install. And we're good to go. If I do npm run dev, oops. All right, this might be a bad idea. What is the difference between image URL and file uploaded? So the image URL is just the splash that you want to show on the store page, and the file uploaded is the actual file that you're going to be giving away. Cool. I'm just going to use my existing starter, because the starter that I start up, it's going to take a while to get set up. So I'm just going to cheat. Haha. All right, cool, we're back. So this is my create transaction file. All this file does is it makes the actual transaction object that's signed by our wallet. So the way it works is our server gives our front end a transaction object to sign, and the way it does that is it just takes an item ID in. So in our request body, we send in, hey, this is the buyer, this is their order, this is the order reference, and this is the item that they're buying. And what we do is we find the price from our database. It's not really a database, it's a JSON file. And what we do next is then we format that price, because it needs to be in big number format. This is just standard for pretty much most blockchains. And next, we actually start with the good stuff. So first thing we gotta do when we're sending USDC is we want to get the mint of this. So you can think of the USDC address as being the token address, right? And for the token address, you're going to have a Solana account. So the buyer is going to have a USDC account for USDC, and so is the salesman, the shop. And the way it works is all we do is we create a transaction instruction. So in Solana, transactions can have multiple instructions. So you can tell, hey, first do this, or do this, and then do this. And what we're doing here is we're just creating a transaction instruction where we add in the buyer's address, the buyer's USDC account address, the shop's, the USDC mint address, as well as, this is not the mint address, this is just the USDC address, right? And the shop's USDC account address, as well as the buyer's public key. Effectively, this is just a number of things you need to have for the create transfer checked instruction. So it's just a specific type of instruction where you want to transfer Solana Pay, SPL tokens. So we want to transfer SPL tokens. We create an instruction to do that for us. We put in all of our params, and then we just return it to the user. We do have to serialize it and convert it to base 64 before we send it to the front end. Once the front end has it, by.js, all we do is we submit it to the user. So you can see over here, we're gonna get the transaction from the backend. So the file that you were just looking, I was just showing you, that was the create transaction API endpoint. We take that API endpoint and we hit it in the front end. We get the transaction object and we use the wallet that's connected to send the transaction. And once that's been mined, or rather not mined, because there are no miners in Solana. Once that's been processed, what we do is right after we submit it, we just start searching for it. And this is where we're actually using Solana Pay. So the find reference function is given to us by Solana Pay. So what we can do is Solana Pay lets us search for a reference. So it finds the oldest transaction signature reference a given public key. So the public key that we're using is order ID. And so we tell Solana Pay, hey, give me the oldest transaction that you can find that references this public ID. If you find one, we can then check if it exists, we can find it and we can see, hey, was this actually confirmed? Was the status confirmed or not? If it was confirmed, then we're sure, hey, the transaction was made, it was completed, and we have the money in our account. And then we just do all of our stuff, which is we add the order to our database, and we just let them know, hey, this is your the status on the front end, it's been paid for, and they then have access to their file. That's really the gist of all of this. We've got a database, which is our JSON files, and then goes Solana blockchain, and we just use these in tandem to take transactions and just track them with the reference IDs. This is gonna be quite overwhelming when I'm just saying it out loud, which is also why I didn't code along, because I didn't code it out, because it gets a bit overwhelming when you have to look at this entire file. But when you walk through it bit by bit, it's actually super easy. Questions? No questions? Hello? Cool. I don't want to hold y'all too long. We're coming up on time shortly anyway. So, I will wait for a few questions from a few minutes. And, yes, William, this is absolutely a new course. We don't like to call it a course. We like calling it a project. It's a new build. You can build out your own e-commerce store on Solana Pay. Yeah, go ahead, check it out. What changes need to happen to switch to the main network? This is a great question. I'm just gonna share my screen again. Wow, share my screen again. That's funny. We're not sharing screens. So really, the Solana network that you're on is indicated right over. I can actually search for it if I do devnet, right? So the library that we're using, the wallet adapter, excuse me, wallet adapter, right? It lets you switch networks really easily. So if you want it to be on the mainnet, you literally would just have to change this one variable, or I guess there's going to be two variables. The first one is going to be, hey, I want my network to be, mainnet. So if I do mainnet beta, that's one thing done. And this is essentially the network of the provider, because our endpoint is used in the connection provider. So our connection provider essentially, it's what's the word for this? I'm trying to simplify this, but I can't use any other word other than a provider. So our app, for our entire app, this is the singular connection provider. And when we change this on all the pages of our app, the network gets changed from devnet to mainnet beta. If I go back to my app and if I actually try it, something's probably going to be broken because I'm not on the right network. But yes, the first thing that you need to do is change the network that your wallet adapter network is connected to. I changed it from the devnet to the mainnet beta. The second thing that you need to do is in create transaction rather, you need to change the USDC mint address. And this is because the token address rather. And this is because these are going to vary from network to network. So on the mainnet, this won't actually be GH9Z. It's probably going to be something else. And you just look those up. Actually, let's do it for you maybe. Can I do it for you? SoulScan. If I do SoulScan, I don't know if I can find it on SoulScan. USDC. Let's find out. So we want wrapped USDC. We could just do. So again, this is the part where I mentioned you can use any tokens. I guess wrapped USDC makes sense. No. USDC. Oh, I don't know. I just do CoinGecko, and CoinGecko is gonna give it to me. If I do disable this, USDC. Yeah, this is the second thing you need to update. And once you have both of these updated, that's all you'll need. Did they change this? Solana, there we go. That's it. That's all you need. Ta-da! You're ready for mainnet. Is this going to be on YouTube later? Maybe. I need to check, but probably. I'm not sure what you mean by does it use more than one. You can use any token you want, right? Any token, Solana token list. So any token that's an SPL token list, you can just go there and you can look at it. So if we look at, let's see, I don't know. Can you look at Solana tokens only? Categories, maybe? Smart contract platform, Solana. There we go, Solana ecosystem. So anything that's on here that's a native Solana token, or it exists as a Solana token, can be used. So if you wanted to use another type of USD stablecoin, maybe you want to use a stable euro, you can do that as well. All of these can be used, by the way. All of these and more. Cool. If there is no more questions, I implore you to get off stream, go out, go forth and build. I can't wait to see what y'all make. This project is really fun because it's really useful. Anyone can spin up a store, and it takes a weekend. It costs you nothing. All of this is completely free. Deploying to the mainnet is also completely free, which is kind of whack, but when you think about it, but it's surprising when you think about it, but it doesn't actually cost you anything to deploy the mainnet. The Vercel app that I deployed, it's also completely free. So you can have your own e-commerce store for absolutely nothing, but just 1 weekend of yours. How cool is that? Well, you're not really deploying to mainnet, are you? Because you just switch to the mainnet network. And what happens is transactions start going through the mainnet. And if someone wants to pay, they have to pay the transaction fees. So transaction fees on Solana are low as heck anyway, but it's easy as that. There's no fees involved except transaction fees, and transaction fees on Solana are really low. Cool. Thank you all so much for coming. This was a lot of fun. I hope you build a lot of awesome things. I'll see y'all.